Hey everyone, this is Swati. Welcome to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to see how to automatically reply to travel and tourism reviews on Google My Business. Now, before we start this, we have to understand what is Google My Business. So, it is a very easy to set up tool where businesses and organizations can manage their online presence across Google. Now, let's say that I belong to the travel and tourism industry and I have set up a lot of travel and treks, and every time my client goes for a trek and returns, so they review, so they review my page on the basis of the services provided. And what I want is to enhance my social presence, to enhance the branding. I want that every time there is a review, a reply should be sent to them. Now, why I want this? Because I just want to enhance my branding. Now, doing this manually is definitely going to be time consuming and hectic. But what if I tell you that I have got an amazing automation process where these two things can be integrated in a way that every time there is a new review, automatically a reply will be shared with them. Now, how do we do this? We are going to do this with the help of Pabbly Connect software, which is an integration and automation software where you do not need any coding skills. And in just 2 steps, you can integrate this process and automate it. But how do you do this? To understand this, let me take you to my screen. So let's start with the process. The first thing that we have to do here is we have to type the URL pabbly.com/connect. Now, as we do that, it will take us to the landing page of our software. Now here, if you already are a user, you can simply sign in. And if you are a new user, then you have to sign up for free. And this is extremely easy and it won't take more than 2 minutes. So here I'm going to click on sign in since I'm already a user over here. And it has taken me to this all apps page. Now, since I'm doing this integration using Pabbly Connect, I'll click on access now. Now this particular window appears, which is the dashboard of the software, and here on the right hand side you can see a tab create workflow. Let's click on this. Now we have to name our workflow. So our objective is that every time there is a new review on our Google business, so automatically a reply should be shared with them. So here I'm going to create my workflow, name it as Google My Business reply to reviews, and let's click on create. Now this will again open this window where you can see 2 important events. Triggers and actions are basically 2 principles on which the entire automation works on. Trigger means this when this happens, so it is the if case, and action means do this. So here what do I want? That every time there is a new review, a reply should be shared. So the first application that I'm supposed to use here is Google My Business. And as I do that, now we have to select a trigger event, which means when this happens. So what is the trigger here? A new review. Now let's click on connect. And now we have to set up the connection. So I'm going to click on add new connection and then connect with Google My Business. So now we have to select an account. So let's say I'm selecting Parampara, and I'll go down and click on continue. And the authorization is successful. So the name of the location is not coming here. So now here the account name and the location name is also here. So let's click on save and send test request. So as we do that, it will show us the API response of the last received review. Now here we have just taken an example of a designer clothing store. Let's say that you have a travel and tourism business and then you want the same process to be done. You want all the reviews to be replied. So I'm just going to give you an example of this designer clothing store, and you can repeat the same process for your travel and tourism business. Now here what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Parampara Bhopal and I'm going to write a review. So let's say the review is, I am literally impressed with the variety and the services provided by this outlet. So, and then I'm going to rate it as 5 star and post. done. If I go to the reviews, more Google reviews. So here you can see that the review has been posted. Now I'm going to go back to my Pabbly account and I'm again going to click on save and send test request. So now here you can see the reviewer display name is there and the comment is also there, right? So we have got the latest response. Now this means that Google My Business is properly integrated with Pabbly Connect. So every time there's a review, we are going to get the response. Now we have to integrate this again with Google Business so that we can reply to the review. So here in this action thing, I'm going to choose my app again as Google My Business. And here in the action event, create, reply, and I'll click on connect. So here since I have already logged in, so I'm going to click on save. And yes, so basically the partial connection is over. Now we have to review a name. So I'm going to map this. So first we are going to delete this and then we'll go to Google My Business. And since I have to provide a name, here this is the name that we have to provide. Because it is written here that you need to map the name field here from the trigger which has value like accounts, locations, reviews. So this is our name. Now your reply. So what is it that I wish to reply to the person? So let's say I would reply to dear, and every time I want it to be personalized, so I'll go to new review and here I'm going to select reviewer's display name, which is Christian Rosario. Now once done, I'll put a comma here and thank you for your response. We try our level best to serve you in the best possible way. Regards, team Parampara. Now see here, this is a totally customizable thing. Here you can write anything you want. Now since you are going to belong to a travel and tourism industry, so here you can ask them to post some pictures, etc. So basically this is the reply that you wish and this is totally personalized. Now once done, then I am going to save and send test request. So here you can see the comment and update time is already there. If I go up, here you can see that it is showing there is a polling time of 10 minutes, which means every time a reply has been written, it will be shown on the page after 10 minutes. So now we are going to wait for 10 minutes so that we can check out the reply. So if in case there is a delay in your response, so do not worry because the trigger is polling based and within 10-15 minutes you will get your reply. You just have to wait patiently. So now let's go to our review here. And here you can see that the response from the owner has been received. And that is it. What does this mean? This means that Google My Business is totally integrated with Pabbly Connect, and now every time there is a new review, an automatic reply would be sent to them. Here you do not have to do the entire process again and again. This is just a one-time setup and this is going to be very easy for you. It is going to save a lot of time for you. Now let's do another thing. Let's have a real-time example. So I'm going to go to this particular place and here I'm going to write another review. So let's say that the review I'm writing is beautiful collection, highly impressive. So this is how I rate it and post. So this is done. So now if you can see here, let's go down and check the review. Now here you can see that our review has been posted. Now since the automation has already been set up and the integration is proper, so what should happen? Every time a review has been written, automatically a reply should be shared. And I have already told you that it will take 10 to 15 minutes for the reply to be shared. So let's wait for 10-15 minutes and come back here. So now I'm going to refresh the page here and let's go down to the reviews. And yes, we have received the response. Dear Henrik Vaz, thank you for your response. We try our level best to serve you in the best possible way. Regards, Team Parampara. So now you have understood that the entire integration process has been automated and this is going to be a piece of cake for you. So what have we actually done here? So first we have chosen our trigger event as Google My Business New Review, and then we have set up the connection. Later we have chosen our action as again Google My Business action event was create reply. It is just a two-step process. I hope you have got no doubts. In case of any doubt, do not worry because the workflow for the same integration process has been given in the description box.